everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're returning, this is probably a bit different. If you're new here, this is not my normal filming spot. My cat's looking at me like, what the heck? Come on, Aurora. Come on, Aurora. Come on. There she goes. So my name is Savannah. I am the dyer behind Sewlivi Dyes Yarn. I have all the social medias and it's all linked down below. Facebook, Instagram, Ravelry. I have a website, sewlividyesyarn.com. Anyways, it's Monday, April 4th. And I'm coming at you as with another crafty update. This past week was a good week. Not too much happened. I want to say I have mail, like I'm trying to rack my brain on what I received in the mail this past week, but I can't remember. I know I got a table from Amazon this weekend, but that's downstairs, so now I can't show you. But I did get a new table for my sock knitting machine. Something to help me out. Just got little baskets underneath. Maybe I'll insert a photo. We'll see. But yes, we are, yeah. This is really an awkward introduction, isn't it? I'm trying my best. It's going to be a very short video because I only worked on one project all week. Knitting project, I should say, and then one spinning project this week. Which, the reason why I'm sitting here, I'm actually on the floor in my living room. This is my normal, like, knitting and crafting chair. I don't love it, but it worked for what I needed, and it was free, so. But this is my spot. I have my lamp up there that is very helpful. So if you need a bright light, I recommend these Cree light bulbs, the daylight bulb. They're very good. I used a cross stitch in this chair as well and used that as my light, and it worked perfectly. I got my spinning wheel right here, which what I'm doing right now is I am winding off my bobbin because I plied this yesterday. So I'm putting on the nitty naughty, but I'll talk about this more in a little bit. Oh, this is what I got in the mail. Okay, cool. I knew I got something, but I could not remember. So this a little bit of haul. I'll show that in a minute. So we'll go ahead and go into my knitting. Again, I only worked on one thing this week. Monogamous knitting is really what I'm into right now, I guess. Even though in the back of my mind, I'm constantly like, I want to start this, I want to start that, I want to start this, you know, all that stuff. I want to start a lot of things. But this is kind of what I've been working on all week. Just trying to get the body finished. So I don't have the photo, but this is the, yeah, I don't have the photo. This is the Straya by Andrea Mowry. I'll show you. Oh, cool. The backlight kind of sucks, huh? Sorry. So this is where I'm at. Where I was last video I was right there. I knit all this in the week. I'm actually doing the ribbing, the hem ribbing right now at the bottom. Yep. So I knit on this all week. I got to this yellow stripe and I measured it, and it was the measurement that was called for, but when I tried it on, it was way too short. I guess I just have a longer torso than Andrea Mowry does. So I went ahead and added an extra section of the green, and then I ended with the pink stripe. I started with the pink stripe, so I was like, well, that's fitting. I probably could have gone another section and ended with like a blue stripe, but I really do just want to get this done. I'm kind of hoping that this block's larger. I did give it a little bit of a steam block when I tried it on after the yellow stripe, but I didn't feel like it did much of anything, so I'm not sure if this yarn grows. It should. It's 100% Corriedale from Ampersand Fibers. Ampersand Fibers. It's a D's cut off. Ampersand Fibers. It's 100% Corriedale. The Caslon fingering base. You'd think that this would grow, right? Because it's 100% wool. But we'll see. Oop. So yeah, I'm just working on the bottom hem. I need to do 1.5 inches of that. I did not get far last night. I was very distracted by TV. But yeah, anyways, hopefully, I wouldn't say today, but maybe in the next 2 days I'll have the body finished on this. Maybe, and then it'll be, I'm debating if I want to do the button band first and then the sleeves. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do yet. Not sure. Considering I only have this much left of, this might actually finish it up. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do next, the button band or the sleeves. But that's all I've been working on, and because of Whip Go, this was called for Whip Go for April, so I do need to get, what is it? It's the 4th, 5th, 6th. I only need like 3 more days on this. If I knit, I mean, I have to knit on today and then 3 more days after that, and then I'll hit my goal for Whip Go for the month on this. So I really don't have to, but we'll see, considering I am being very monogamous this season of my life. But I do want to cast on some new things as well. And there's that. And then the other thing that I was working on this past week was spinning. I'll go ahead and take the bobbin off. I was spun up some fiber. So this is what I got. How do I want to explain it? Because I feel like I repeat myself, because to be honest, I don't remember what I talk about in my last video. It's only a week ago, but I don't remember what I talk about. Because I talk to so many people in the week that it's just like I can't keep myself straight anymore. I am doing a knit along come June 1st. It's a brioche knit along with just a handful of ladies that I met through Wool Swap. They want to do a brioche knit along, so we were all gonna do Plumpy by Andrea Mowry, and it's a pretty pattern. One lady deviated. She wanted to do a different pattern. I think it's called the Brioche Adventure. I believe Ray from A Needle Runs Through It, he was knitting on that as well. I'm not sure if he's finished or not. Anyways, so one lady's going to do that, and the rest of us were going to do Plumpy. And I started dyeing yarn for Plumpy, but then Andrea Mowry released her Attune shawl just recently, and I thought that was absolutely lovely. She made it with, she spun yarn for it and then knitted up. It's like half brioche, half fisherman's rib, and then a garter section, I think. And I'm like, ooh, that would be fun. I really just wanted to spin yarn for it, to be honest. So I think that's what I'm going to do for our knit along. And this fiber, I'm hoping I spun enough for it. So this fiber is from Wound Up Fibers. Do I have the... I had a card up here. I don't know what I did with it. I don't know what I did with it. It's Wound Up Fibers, and it was her scrappy sock set. So she offers this really cool, oh, how does my hand go in here now? Sorry. She offers this really cool thing where you get a bundle of, oh, I don't even know how many colors, but you get small bundles of fiber, and they're all merino or superwash merino. It's just a big gaggle. And then you know, you can spin them together or however you want to. And yeah, so on and so forth. I didn't know what I was going to do with them because I bought it a while ago. I just thought it'd be fun to have. Bought it a while ago. Didn't know exactly what I was going to do with it. But then I decided that it could work really well for the Attune shawl. I hope I'm doing this right. It just feels awkward now. So what I did was I went ahead and I split every little bundle. I split it in half, and then I spun it together. So as soon as I finished one bundle, I just connected the next one. So it's all different. And then I plied them together yesterday. And I did really good. I'm really proud of myself. I was able to get quite thin yarn. So if it's not a fingering weight, it's probably a sport weight. So it's in between, especially because some areas, I'm not like the best spinner. So there's some thicker areas and thinner areas. But I'm hoping I spun enough to do it. This shawl, I am trying to think of like options in case I don't have enough. Either buying another scrappy bundle, which would be all different colors. It wouldn't match this, but then like I said, the way I spun this, you can see that it's just a bunch of different colors all mixed together anyways. It reminds me very much of a Schopel Zauberball Crazies, just the way that the yarn is barber pulling together. This is very soft. This is very soft. Merino is a very nice fiber to spin, to be honest. So yeah, I'm just getting this put on the Nitty Knotty today. I'm going to give it a little bath, hang it up to dry, and then I'll see how much yardage I have. If I don't have enough yardage, like I said, either I would buy another scrappy bundle set from Wound Up Fibers and make another one of these skeins. Or my other option is I'm sure this is more than enough to do the brioche and the half fisherman's rib, like, because it's a triangle shawl and it's like this side's brioche, this side's half fisherman's rib. It kind of goes out this way actually, and then the bottom triangle bit, it looks like garter. I'm wondering if this would probably be enough to do the top bit, and then that bottom garter section, if that is garter, I could just substitute in a different yarn. I don't think it has to exactly be this. And then I also need another, like a contrast color as well to do along with the brioche and the half fisherman's rib. So I did order some ecru fiber and some humbug fiber, which is just a mix of like white, brown, and gray. I got those from Busy Bee Fibers. They're not here yet, but I was wondering if maybe those will go well. I would have to spin it up. I do have time. Like I said, the knit along doesn't start until June 1st, so I have time. I'm not sure. Or do I just dye some, like, do I dye pale gray to go with this? Do I do black? Do I go and get like black yarn from my local yarn store and put that with this? Because I do love when color, I mean, there are some dark spots. There are some dark sections, but not too many. I do like when color pops on black. So I do have to really figure out what the heck I'm doing. So I got one color done, maybe, and then I have to figure out my contrast. And if this is not enough, what to do with, you know, for the rest. But yeah, oh, that's coming up to the pretty part. But yeah, this is what I've been doing all week, is spinning and knitting on the, what's it called? The Straya cardigan. For WhipGo, I have a blank spot for this month for my second project. I'm not sure if I should put in a new start, which I'm thinking. It was a beautiful blouse type sweater, so airy, flowy, beautiful. And then she knit a bralette from the same designer and paired it together. Her bralette was in a beautiful blue, and I think that's what like drew me to it, because I've seen many people knit bralettes, especially like from Jessie May Designs, and I've never been interested in knitting a bralette. I'm the kind of person who I'm very much don't like to show skin. Okay, I don't like to show my skin. It's a thing I have. I do wear camisoles or tank tops underneath everything. Everything. There's no exception. I wear I just call them tank tops. I wear tank tops underneath everything. So a bralette, I don't know how comfortable I would be in one of those, but I think I'm willing to try. You know, like, it's not a lot of knitting, and if I don't like it, I can always raffle it off at some point, right? Or recycle the yarn into something else. Just depends on how I feel, I guess. But so I'm debating if I want to knit the at least the bralette, just to see if it's something I'd be interested in wearing. Well, here we are at the end. I just don't know. Okay. So, does not reach. Let's see. Dang, just short. That's okay. Oh shoot, you know what? I went to Joann's the other day on Friday because my kids wanted perler beads. I should have got more of this stuff. I like to tie up my skeins with these. This is just like just a twine. I like to use this for a lot of things. I used to use this to put my sleeves. Actually, this one has it on there. I'll put that twine on there to use as like waist yarn. Now I typically use the barber cord, or whatever you want to call it, those silicone plastic tubes. Anyways, oh, scissors too. Anyways, I know I said this is going to be a short video, and honestly I could have stopped talking about this like a million years ago, but we're still only at 20 minutes. I'll go ahead and show you my little bit of haul that I do have right now. I'm supposed to get a lot more haul in the next while. This week, the next week, I don't know. I got a lot going on. But I did sign up in February. I signed up for the Wool Gatherings Fiber Club. It's a monthly club. I finally got my first fiber just this past week, which is crazy, isn't it? Like, I started this in February, but you pay for the month in advance. So I paid in February, and then I paid in March. So, and I just paid for April, or in April, but it's a month ahead, because I contacted the lady. I'm like, did I miss February's fiber? Because I've paid twice already, and I've only got one. She's like, no, you just pay in advance. So I'm like, okay. But for March, it was merino. And it's a little description all about what merino is, the wool characteristics, the history, all that stuff, which is fun. Again, it's Wool Gathering. There's no name, unfortunately. They don't, this one doesn't have a name. I've spun from Wool Gathering before. I don't know if that one had a name either. I don't know if they just don't name their fibers. They're colorways, I should say, but this is what March's was. It's a super, like I said, super fine merino wool. So isn't that's lovely. It does feel more fall, maybe even like winter colorway, but still beautiful. So yeah, anyways, here we are. Let's get this twisted up real quick. So it needs a bath, so it's gonna go sit in the bath after this. I'm gonna make breakfast, and then I'm gonna hang it up before I go to work. Oh, also, if you did not know, hand crank socks are now available on my website. Ooh, this is so soft. And so you can go to my website and see that too. But look at it. Oh, that is so fun. Oh, she's chirping up there. Must be a bird. There's a bird feeder on the deck right there. But yeah, look at that. So you can tell one bundle was really green and I had another very pink bundle as well. Oh, it's so soft. This has got to be the softest yarn I've spun. And it's just a merino. And a superwash merino. That's crazy. I mean, granted, I don't know exactly what was what. Nothing was named. It just says on the card, you know, merino and superwash merino. So you don't know what is what. Oh, it's so pretty. It's a bit wild, but you know what? It's okay, I think. I think it'll be okay. Again, what do I pair this with? Do I pair it with just a pale gray? The ecru? Do I do, I'm going to see what that humbug is going to look like when it's spun up. It's probably going to change a bit. If I even do it with another hand spun or if I use a commercially spun yarn that I hand dye. But, this is so lovely. I'm really proud of how fine I was able to spin. So these bundles are small, like they're thin, and when I split them in half, they made them even thinner, which made it easier to ply. Plus, I slowed down a bit. I noticed when I was plying some of the Corriedale that I was just rushing through it. I realized if I just slow down a little bit, I can control how much fiber I am pulling out of the bundle or whatever. Yep. All right. Oh, that's right in the way. So yep, that is it. That's all I got for you guys today. Under 30 minutes, but yeah. And I will go ahead and talk to you next week. Bye.